Awesome. Well, Maribel, we are at the end of our time that we got to work with each other. And I have been so honored to work with you. You are one of my favorite clients, I would have to say, because you've done so much work and the things that you've accomplished have changed you as a whole, not just through nutrition and fitness, but through life as well. So, for the viewer that's out there, I just want to ask you a few questions. That way, maybe you could potentially help that person that's sitting on the fence and thinking they should join or not join. So, just kind of start us off with what was it like before you started working with me? How was life then?
I was afraid of eating any carbs. I was afraid of just eating the wrong food, the wrong nutrition, and not uh, being able to achieve my goals.
Yeah. So you felt stuck, like,
Mhm.
if I can eat the carbs, don't know if I can achieve the goals, just kind of don't really know.
Or if I eat that piece of bread, I am going to gain 2, 3 pounds. And then how do I take them off?
Gotcha. So it was the constant worry of like, if I eat this, I'm going to gain a bunch and I know
Yes.
that I'll be able to lose it again.
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. So these kind of sound like some of the problems you were trying to solve on your own before we started to work with it together.
Yes.
What problems were you trying to solve?
My stress, my eating habits, not being able to eat that food without my mindset, you ate that and that's a wrong food or a wrong choice to eat.
Yeah. So kind of like the mindset around if I eat this donut, then that's horrible, it's awful, and then your mind just kind of fades on you and you feel like, you've broken the whole world.
Yes. And like I have to work out 2, 3 workouts to burn that donut, and that wasn't how it works.
Yeah. So it sounds like you punished yourself.
Yeah, it was difficult because I mean I would feel really frustrated, really guilty, but my mindset was in another point. Was
Yeah.
not focusing on that donut could have been a good choice to burn more of my what I had worked out already.
Mm. And so the stress of, I ate that, let me go kill some more calories because I have to, or all that. I feel you. That's so not fun. So just feeling stressed or stuck in that situation. So since you were, and you and I came together, what made you decide to work with me over the other options that are out there?
Your posts, your videos have made me a lot of difference. Made me, how can I say, a different person. Not only think about my sagginess, my weight, my say I don't love myself. Well, that wasn't before, but now it's like it's gonna take time and it's going to be more of my effort to make the goals and not being punishing myself for nothing else.
Yeah, yeah. So now you've got accomplished that like lack of punishment there because of
Mhm.
learning, watching the way that I posted, watching the videos that I posted. You've learned a little bit from there as well as that stemmed you to start to want to reach out so you could solve those problems.
Your assignments also, they made a big difference. I mean, the couple of 3 videos and the assignments, I was like, is she really talking about that? And I was like, and when I told my husband, he's like, really? And I'm like, really? I'm like, well, this is a fresh new me. Stop thinking about my sagginess. Everybody, I mean, skinny, chubby, they're gonna have sagginess everywhere. And I'm like, intimate or not intimate, it's going to sag everywhere. So I'm like, God, go for it.
Yeah, I love it. I
It
love it.
made
So it
me a
sounds like
lot
you're
of
more
difference.
free now.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. So what really sold you on investing in a program like this?
When I talked to one of your clients and she mentioned how you act, how you deal with them, that triggered me like right away. I was like, give me her number, give me, how do I contact her? And I always had you on Facebook, but I never thought you were a nutritionist. So
Yeah.
That helped me a lot.
I love it. So somebody else's personal recommendation because of the results and the way their life was changing. And then in addition to, because I'm a dietitian nutritionist, you love that and that really sold you a little bit more.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. So when we've been working together in these past few months, what made you happiest? What was like the I am so excited at this moment for you?
What was the most assignment? Your assignments. That. I mean, I would miss a day or two, and I would have to make them up. And I was like, I have to make those days. And as soon as I went back and saw what you had posted and what the assignment was, that made me think a little bit more, but it got me to where I needed to be.
I love it. I love it. So the daily assignments that we did for those days in a row really kind of helped you and made you happy,
Yes.
allowed you to achieve those goals.
Mhm.
Yeah. So since we started working together, what all have you been able to achieve? What would you say your greatest accomplishments from this program were?
Nutrition, stress. I mean, I have covered it a lot. In the nutrition, I don't focus on what I'm eating. I don't feel guilty no more. I eat it. I know it's going to go there. And when I do my macros, and I'm like, how the heck did I do this? I just ate that piece of bread or the donut, and I still losing it. And I am noticing more tone. And even the hubby came and he's like, what are you doing? But you're eating that carb. I'm like, yeah, I am eating that carb, but look at what the progress has come, Kermit. And he's like, yeah, I have noticed more definition, small steps, but it's getting there.
Awesome. Awesome. So it sounds like you're dealing with stress better. You're dealing with
Yes.
eating wrong foods better. You're actually eating the carbs and getting more definition, and your husband's noticing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How do you feel like in words? How are you feeling every day?
I am feeling free. There's days that I do feel, if I get a text or anything from my kids, sometimes there's days that I do feel frustrated, but I get it over with, not overeating, but I'll go and do a workout or I'll go for a walk, and that relieves me free. And I'm like, stop thinking about everybody else, and you have to focus on yourself if you want to help those other people.
I love it. I love it. So when you get that stressful, frustrating moment, you've learned other tactics to solve it, and you know that it's better for you because if you can keep yourself happy, you can solve it for everybody else. I love it. I love it. So during this time that we worked together, what would you say really exceeded your expectations? Like you weren't expecting to accomplish this.
I wasn't expecting that. I mean, a big change, but like I said, your words, your motivation of pushing me to where I knew I could get there, but not by myself.
I
And
love it.
that helped me a lot.
Yeah. So it sounds like the motivation really exceeded kind of what was there. And now, by working with someone, because you knew you were going to need that to take you to the next level, it's
Mhm.
like now you can achieve it from here.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. So with all this, if somebody were sitting on the fence, like been watching, has been contemplating joining, but is not sure if they should make the money investment, what would you tell somebody that the only thing that's holding them back is the money?
If you don't go for it, you're never going to find out if that helped you. And money goes in, I mean, if you keep it in your hands or a bank, it's always going to be there. And you're never going to find the results of just pushing yourself out of the comfort zone.
I love it. I love it. Money's always there, right? Money comes, money goes. It's always there.
You're going to pass to another world, and it's still going to be there.
Yeah.
And if you don't make the effort and invest in yourself, nobody's going to invest from you.
I love it. If you don't take the time to invest in you, no one else is going to invest in you. I love it. So true. That's so true. And I find that so many women just don't invest in themselves, right? It's so
Mhm.
complicated to actually invest in ourselves because it's like, well, it should go to the kids or it should go to this or what about the house and whatnot. And we just let ourselves live this life, like you were saying, stressed, worried about the carb, worried about eating this. And that's okay for us. And it's like, is this, when you get to 80 or 90, do you really want to spend your whole life knowing this is how you spent your life, or that you made the investment and now you're clear of all those things and you're still able to invest time, money, energy with your kids and not be like a sideline mom watching your kids have the fun while you're playing out roles in your head about how the ice cream is going to make you fat, right?
Yes,
Yeah, that's
that's
awesome.
so true.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. I love it. Well, I am so excited for you. I can tell just how much different we have gotten in our conversations since you started, so many months ago. And I can tell that this is something that's really going to change your life and empower you in all the ways. So I thank you for doing this. And for
Oh,
anyone
thank
else
you.
out there that has, oh, you're welcome. And for anyone else out there that's watching, if you'd like to have any questions or concerns answered, obviously feel free to reach out to me or Maribel. I'm sure she'd love to, tell you why this program is good for you.
Yes.